The next thing we want to talk about is the Internet 2. We've talked about Internet, intranets, and extranets, and I had showed you on a previous, on the data communication slides, I had an infrastructure that showed how there's a connection from the U of I that goes out to the Internet in Internet 2. So let's talk about Internet 2. So Internet 2 is a collaborative effort that was created when the Internet was originally developed. Its goal was to be a communication device, and it was connecting universities and researchers together. Once it started becoming a public platform and starting to do commerce on it, the Internet started to slow down for those research institutions. So they created a second Internet, thus the name Internet 2, with the whole effort of being the ability of universities to be able to interact and connect. And we also have a direct connection on our network where we go, if we're connecting to anything at WSU, we have that as part of that Internet 2 aspect of it. So there's a term called gigapop, and this takes you to a site, which is the Pacific Northwest Gigapop Network, and they are the organization that is a nonprofit that manages the Internet 2 connections for our region, and their goal is to make sure that the connection maintains itself in our Pacific Northwest area. So you might want to check that website out so that you know who they are. When we use the term POP, it means point of presence. So essentially this is creating a kind of a local area network using point of presence to create this high performance network. So when we're thinking about our bandwidth aspect, we're talking about a large capacity using the bandwidth here in which to interact with others. So the function here is to have that network traffic not be slowed down by the commerce type internet traffic so that people can perform the research that they need to do. So virtual laboratories, digital libraries, all those kind of things are using this Internet 2 component. So here's what it looks like in the US. We see all these dots and these dotted lines and how that network is created in the different organizations. And then this is what it looks like as it connects from the US out to international. So here we see, this is where it connects up in the Seattle area, and then it goes to Europe, and then goes to Russia, China, Australia, all those other locations. So very important component when we're looking at it from a university perspective. The next thing we want to talk about is Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. When the web was originally developed, it was not a dynamic environment. It was, as we saw from Tim Berners-Lee's information, it was hypertext so that you could click on something and go to another location. But there was not a lot of collaboration going on with the users. So when we talk about Web 2.0, we're looking at how websites are incorporating more interactivity. And in that process, people are able to collaborate using the tools available to them. And we see certainly the social networking aspect being used here. We see that with LinkedIn from the professional side of it, as well as a variety of other social networking tools that are out there. The next trend that's coming is what's called Web 3.0. And the goal with Web 3.0 is moving beyond interactivity and collaboration and social networking and starting to personalize the web component. And that ability for computers to be able to interact with each other so that they can display the right information that's needed based on that user's need. So we start to see this interaction without even a user being involved, where the computers are talking to each other and interacting. So we're starting to see the use of the AI technologies come into play here, which gives us a whole another level of what we're going to see going on in the future as people start incorporating more of these Web 3.0 technologies.